Hello, I'm Dr. Olivia Thompson, and today I'm going to share something that could completely revolutionize how we view brain aging. Have you ever found yourself forgetting where you put your keys? Or perhaps you struggle to remember the name of someone you just met? What if I told you there's a natural ingredient easily found at your nearest supermarket that could not only slow this decline, but also recover brain functions you thought were lost forever? Sounds too good to be true? Stay with me until the end of this video, because what I'm about to reveal could completely change your quality of life and cognitive health in the coming decades. Brain aging is a process that many people accept as inevitable. That feeling that your memory isn't what it used to be, the difficulty in finding the right words during a conversation, or even the gradual loss of the ability to learn new things. But what if I told you that much of this decline can be prevented and even reversed? That's exactly what you heard. Science is discovering that what happens in our brain is not a one-way street. And today, I'm going to share with you a discovery that is transforming lives around the world. Before revealing this powerful ingredient, we need to understand what really happens in your brain over the years. With aging, our brain cells are constantly attacked by free radicals, causing significant oxidative damage. It's as if tiny microscopic explosions were happening inside your head every day. At the same time, the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter essential for memory, decreases drastically. Imagine your brain is like a symphony orchestra, but over time, some musicians begin to play out of rhythm while others simply stop playing. Additionally, toxic proteins like beta-amyloid plaques and tau protein tangles begin to accumulate between neurons, blocking communication between them. It's as if small short circuits were happening in the most complex organ of your body. Can you imagine the impact of this on your daily activities, on your independence, on the quality of your relationships? Let me tell you the story of Mrs. Mary, a 72-year-old lady who came to my office a few months ago. She noticed the first signs when she began to forget important appointments. At first, I thought it was normal with age, but when I forgot my granddaughter's birthday, I realized something serious was happening, she told me, with tears in her eyes. After a complete evaluation, we discovered that her diet was accelerating cognitive decline. That's when I introduced her to the ingredient that would change her life. This almost magical ingredient is curcumin, the active compound found in turmeric, also known as golden spice. You probably know this yellow-orange spice used in many Indian and Asian cuisine dishes. But what makes curcumin truly revolutionary for brain health? The neuroprotective power of this substance impressed the scientific community when studies showed its unique ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, something few natural compounds can do. The blood-brain barrier is like an ultra-sophisticated security system that protects your brain from potentially dangerous substances in the blood. The fact that curcumin can cross this barrier means it can act directly on brain tissue, offering protection where it matters most. Did you know that many medications fail precisely because they cannot cross this barrier? That's why curcumin is so special. Once in the brain, curcumin works on multiple fronts. First, it combats neural inflammation that silently damages your brain cells. Chronic low-grade inflammation is now considered one of the main factors of accelerated aging, not just of the brain, but of the entire body. You may be suffering from neural inflammation at this very moment without showing any noticeable symptoms. It's a silent damage that only manifests when it has already caused significant harm. Second, curcumin has demonstrated the ability to dissolve the dreaded beta-amyloid plaques that obstruct communication between neurons. These plaques are one of the most striking characteristics of Alzheimer's disease, and until recently, it was believed that once formed, they were practically impossible to eliminate. Now, research from the University of California shows that curcumin can not only prevent the formation of these plaques, but also help dissolve those already existing. Can you imagine what this means for millions of families affected by Alzheimer's? Third, and perhaps most impressively, curcumin activates brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF, a protein that works like fertilizer for your neurons, stimulating the formation of new brain connections. It's like opening new roads on a congested map, creating alternative routes for information to flow more freely. Have you heard that the brain doesn't form new neurons in adulthood? That idea is completely outdated. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself and form new connections, continues throughout life, and curcumin enhances this natural process. Additionally, curcumin increases the production of acetylcholine, significantly improving memory and learning. Remember I mentioned that levels of this neurotransmitter decrease with age? Curcumin helps reverse this process. And finally, it protects against oxidative stress that accelerates brain aging, functioning as a powerful antioxidant that neutralizes free radicals before they can cause damage. What makes curcumin truly revolutionary is its ability to not only prevent future damage but also reverse existing damage. Unlike synthetic medications that frequently come with an endless list of side effects, this natural compound works in harmony with the body's own repair mechanism. Don't you find it fascinating how nature often offers us perfect solutions if we know where to look? Let's return to Mrs. Mary. After 3 months of consuming turmeric daily, I began to notice an extraordinary difference, she reported to me during our follow-up consultation. Not only did I stop forgetting appointments, but I also began to remember details of old stories that I thought were lost forever. My family was amazed when I began to recount memories from decades ago with incredible clarity, seeing the sparkle in her eyes as she recovered not just her memories, but her confidence and independence, is one of the most rewarding aspects of my work as a doctor. Now you must be wondering, how can I incorporate curcumin into my daily routine to get all these benefits? Great question. To maximize the absorption of curcumin, it's essential to combine it with black pepper, which contains piperine, a substance that increases the bioavailability of curcumin by up to 2,000%. Without piperine, much of the curcumin would be eliminated by your digestive system before even reaching the bloodstream. It's like having a special passport that guarantees curcumin's entry into your body. A simple way to consume curcumin is to prepare turmeric tea. Heat a cup of water, add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and a pinch of black pepper. You can sweeten with honey if you prefer. Drink this in the morning on an empty stomach to maximize absorption. Another option is to add a teaspoon of turmeric to your olive oil, along with a pinch of black pepper, and use this seasoned oil in salads or to saute vegetables. The fatty component of the oil also helps with curcumin absorption. For those who prefer something more practical, curcumin supplements are available on the market. However, attention, not all are created equal. Look for formulas that include piperine or enhanced absorption technologies, such as liposomal curcumin or the highly bioavailable form known as BCM95. Always remember to consult your doctor before starting any supplementation, especially if you take medications or have pre-existing health conditions. However, it's important to understand that curcumin doesn't act alone. To enhance its effects, combine it with other neuroprotective foods. Include in your diet sources of omega-3, such as cold water fish, salmon, sardines, tuna, chia, and flax seeds, and walnuts. Omega-3 is essential for the health of neuronal cell membranes, allowing more efficient communication between them. It's like ensuring that your brain's telephone system is always working perfectly. Don't forget red and dark fruits, blueberries, blackberries, cherries, purple grapes, rich in antioxidants called anthocyanins that protect brain cells against oxidative damage. Resveratrol, found mainly in dark grapes and red wine in moderation, has also shown impressive neuroprotective effects. Together, these nutrients create a protective shield for your brain while stimulating neural regeneration. Did you know that studies from the University of California and the Singapore Neuroscience Research Center have shown that this simple nutritional protocol can reduce the risk of dementia by up to 48% and significantly improve cognitive function in people who already have mild symptoms? The difference between an aged brain and a healthy brain could literally be at the tip of your spoon. Impressive, isn't it? Besides diet, there are other practices that enhance the benefits of curcumin. Regular physical exercise, even if it's just a daily 30-minute walk, increases blood flow to the brain, bringing more oxygen and nutrients, including the curcumin you've consumed. It's like opening all the windows in a house so fresh air can circulate freely. Meditation and stress management techniques are also important, as we know that chronic stress accelerates brain aging and reduces neuroplasticity. When you meditate or practice conscious breathing, you are literally reconfiguring your brain to a healthier and more receptive state. Combine this with regular consumption of curcumin, and you have a powerful formula to keep your brain young and agile for much longer. Adequate sleep is another fundamental pillar. It's during deep sleep that your brain performs the cleaning of toxins accumulated during the day, including beta-amyloid proteins. Research shows that just one night of inadequate sleep can significantly increase levels of these toxic proteins in the brain. Therefore, prioritize 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night. Curcumin, with its anti-inflammatory properties, can even help improve sleep quality. And what about cognitive challenges? Activities that stimulate the brain, such as learning a new language, playing a musical instrument, or solving puzzles, create new neural connections and strengthen existing ones. It's like training a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Combine these mental challenges with regular consumption of curcumin, and you'll be creating the perfect environment for a healthy and resilient brain. Are you beginning to see how all these practices work in synergy? Curcumin acts as a catalyst, enhancing the benefits of each of them. It's a holistic approach to brain health, treating not just the symptoms, but the fundamental causes of cognitive decline. Let's talk now about the results you can expect. In the first weeks of regular use of curcumin, many of my patients report increased mental clarity and better ability to concentrate. It's as if the mental fog begins to dissipate. After 2 to 3 months, short-term memory usually improves significantly. That frustrating feeling of entering a room and forgetting what you went there to do diminishes or disappears completely. Between 3 and 6 months is when the more profound effects begin to appear. Patients report recovery of old memories they thought were lost, greater ease in learning new skills, and a general feeling of mental rejuvenation. As Mrs. Mary mentioned, family often notices the changes even before the patient themselves, a sign that the transformations are real and perceptible. Now, it's important to highlight that curcumin is not a magic pill. Results vary from person to person, and consistency is key. It's better to consume small amounts daily than large doses occasionally. Think of it like watering a plant. Regular and moderate waterings are much more effective than flooding the plant once a week. You may be wondering if there are side effects or contraindications. The good news is that curcumin is safe for most people, even with prolonged use. However, due to its anticoagulant properties, people taking blood-thinning medications such as warfarin should consult their doctor before starting consumption. It's also advisable to avoid high doses in the weeks prior to scheduled surgery. Some people may experience mild digestive discomfort with larger doses, especially if consumed on an empty stomach. In these cases, the solution is simple: decrease the dose or consume with a meal. These precautions are minimal compared to the extensive list of side effects of many synthetic medications used for cognitive problems. We're coming to the end of this video, and I hope you're as excited as I am about the potential of curcumin to transform brain health. Think about the impact this can have on your life and the lives of your loved ones. Imagine maintaining your independence, your precious memories, and your ability to learn and grow throughout your life. It's not just about adding years to life, but life to years. What we've discovered today is that cognitive decline is not an inevitable destiny. With natural tools like curcumin and a holistic approach to brain health, we can rewrite the script of aging. You have the power to make choices today that will determine how your brain will function in the coming decades. Isn't it amazing to have this knowledge at your fingertips? If this video was helpful to you, leave a comment sharing your experience or questions about curcumin. I would love to know if you already use this superfood in your routine and what benefits you have observed. If you haven't tried it yet, tell us if you plan to start after watching this video. Don't forget to like and share with friends and family who could benefit from this information. Subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based natural health content. Next week, I'll reveal the complete 3-week protocol that is transforming the lives of thousands of elderly people around the world. A silent revolution in preventive medicine that big pharmaceutical companies would prefer you didn't know about. Until then, start incorporating curcumin into your routine and observe the positive changes in your mental clarity and memory. This is Dr. Olivia Thompson, taking care of not just your health, but your quality of life. See you in the next video.